Yo, Chubba Dog, SK New Air this. The body out there, Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing goes in. Remember, cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Orchard Race, Galtigo Bay. Everywhere. I Am Sure Sports. Check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like? Ha! Yeah, someone on for the food from we young, from we day, you need height. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.
All right, greetings and welcome again to I Am Sure Sports. As usual, I am your host, Manningsman. And before we get into the content of this video, I'm going to give you some update on Reggae Boy, Harborview, and former Miami FC player Jahshaun Anglin. But before we get into that, just want to remind you that you can support the channel by doing some very simple things. Here they are. 1. Ensure that you hit the like button if you're watching this video. It helps. It's very, very important that you do that. You also need to share the content with other people, and you also need to subscribe and get others to subscribe. Once you have a Gmail account, you can subscribe to I Am Sure Sports. All right, do that, and then we are going to jump and dive right into our video. So I'm going to give you a little bit of time to like, share, and subscribe, and then I'm going to play you something from our sponsors.
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices, add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
All right, so I hope you have done that. So now we can get into our content. Well, Jahshaun Anglin. Yes, that's his name. Born on the 6th of May in 2001. 20-year-old Jamaican who started his professional career in the local leagues here at the Stars of the East, Harborview, in 2019, and very quickly, playing as a midfielder, he just rose through the ranks and was a regular starter and a key part of the Harborview team. This, of course, helped him to get his national call-up. And so he played 3 games for the Reggae Boys in the year 2020. So you could understand that he started out playing at Harborview in terms of the senior team in 2019, and by 2020 he was playing with the senior team. I mean, he only had 21 appearances for the Harborview senior team. All right, got called up, then went with the senior team on a couple of friendlies, and then Miami FC, which is in the USL, got him from Harborview, and there he played in 2021 and had 15 appearances for them. He didn't score any goal, but was doing quite well there. And then an incident happened. The details are out there in the newspaper, where he was charged for sexual battery, is what the initial charges were. All right, that happened at the back end of the year 2021. In September, in fact, everything was brought to light. And of course, he wasn't playing any longer because he was incarcerated. Now, good news, and I'm so happy that I've heard this. I'm so happy, because I think this youngster has great potential. And the other good thing is he gets an opportunity to bounce back from this challenge and to just kickstart his professional footballing career again. All right, he has been back in Jamaica, in fact, and the charges have all been dropped. All right, that means there is no charge. No charge. There was no penalties from the court, from his club, or US visa authorities. None whatsoever. In fact, he's approved to travel a home without any objections or pushback anywhere. I want you to hear that. So there was no charges from the court, no penalties from the court, no penalties from his club, or penalties from the US visa authorities. He had clearance from the court. He traveled back to Jamaica freely on his own time, with lawyers' approval, and when all his documents were signed and stamped and stuff. So that's such good news to hear. So he has been back, and this would have taken a mental toll on him. I mean, a youngster and having to go through this. So he has been spending time with the good help of his club, Harborview. And sometimes people will give Harborview a hard time, but I tell you, one of the things that must be commended about this club is that they have a professional way that they operate, and this has borne good fruit in this case with Jashon Anglin. They have stood with him. He has been back in Jamaica. They have kept him out of the spotlight, given him time to get past the mental fatigue and stress that he would have endured by spending time with his family. And they recently announced that he's back at the club. And now, because he has been training, you will begin to see him back in the Harborview team in the Jamaica Premier League. I think this is good all around. For Jashon Anglin, and my hope is that this will be a lesson for him that he learns from. It's not just the experience that teaches his wisdom, it is the evaluated experiences. So I hope he will learn from this, and like I said, I want to see him kickstart his career again and bring it back to where he was before all of this happened. Now, people have ways of speculating and all kind of stuff. But listen, this young man, he has always declared his innocence based on the charges. That has always been what it was from the beginning. And so the fact that the case has been dropped, right, he's free to travel. He can return to the States if he so desires, at whatever point he desires. His visa has not been taken away. So any speculation there is that he was deported, it's not so. All the evidence is indicating that the charges were dropped against him. And so listen, all the best to you, Jashon. Good to have you back. You're still young. You have a lot of years ahead of you. Born in 2001, so he turns 21 this year. So you have like 10 years ahead of you, man, in terms of playing football. So maximize it, make the most of it, work your socks off, right? Like I said, the Harborview Football Club, they have stood with the player. His family, from what I've heard, has been there for him. And for me, I'm excited when youngsters are given an opportunity to transform and change their lives, and they are given an opportunity to learn from their mistake and still continue to fulfill the dream and the purpose that they were created for. And so I'm excited for this youngster. Again, all charges, what has been reported to us is that all charges have been dropped. He was not deported. He's free to travel. He traveled back to Jamaica on his own, at his own time, and so that's the good news. So again, congratulations. Happy to have you back in the league. Looking forward to seeing you being a staple in that Harborview midfield. That means Kasim and Stewart will have to work harder to cement their place in there, because the Anglin is back. Not only that, but remember, your name is the same surname of a legend of Jamaica's football, the late Winston Twinnybug Anglin. So my friend, and you play midfield as well, So there's a lot on you. And one of the things that Twinnybug was known for is his level of fitness. So Jashon, if you're going to bear and carry the Anglin name, make sure that you're fit enough to live it out. So, and to carry on the mantle of the Anglins in local football. Listen, I'm Man. Again, I want to thank you for tuning in, for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks to all our subscribers. We are over 3,000 subscribers. And our goal is that by the end of June, we want to hit 5,000. If you get one person to subscribe, it can happen. We can get to 6. If all 3,000 of us who have subscribed get one additional person to subscribe, we will hit 6,000. So let's make it happen. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm Man. Thank you for watching. I am Sure Sports.